But I guess I'll keep on gambling. Lots of booze and lots of rambling. Oh, it's easier than just waiting around to die.
Minutes of Marko here with the new Minutes of Marko mascot. This is Josie. And Josie came all the way from Arkansas, and she most certainly has corona, and I've contracted it many times. I'm just waiting for the symptoms to arise. I also live with a nurse, my girlfriend, and she has been assigned to the COVID, COVID 19 or 17? 19, COVID. We're dying. All right, here's the thing. The whole thing about this is everybody wants to give you the good story, right? Make you feel comfortable. It's not good. Let's just get to the general consensus that this is bad. It's very bad. It's never been worse in our lifetime, not even in my grandmother's lifetimes. I've had to avoid my grandmother and my grandmothers, and I think you should avoid all old people as well. I guess we could try. She's not buying it already. Shush. No, I'm kidding. I love you. Oh, hey, what do you got to say? Take your general precautions, but I wouldn't go too crazy washing the hands. And this sounds bad. This is from somebody with no knowledge, right? But I just feel like it's inevitable. We're getting this. I feel like everybody's going to get this. It's a matter of severity. It's a matter of who's dropping. Who is dropping now, okay? Who's going down? And we're going to see some people go down. And I feel like these times are really when you see the worst of people. I seen a guy with 13 gallons of Friendly's ice cream at the supermarket. I guess that was his last choice, okay? Toilet paper's gone. Everybody's very worried about wiping. Wiping the ass has been the essential standpoint of this whole coronavirus. You completely directly correlate the coronavirus with ass wiping. Get a bidet. Go in the shower if you have to. Why are we so concerned with the asshole during this time? We're not concerned with the life. We're concerned about the human sphincter. So that shows you where we're at. It shows you where we're at. And did you not think it was going to spread here? They say Korea's got to shut down. Korea, okay, South Korea, well, even North Korea too, even. These are people who follow rules. These are people who obey. We don't obey. We're not smart and structured to that degree and that level. Yeah, I'm sure we have geniuses, we have intellectuals, great artists. But when the government tells us to go home and take 2 hours to just desanitize everything, we're Netflix, we're Bagel Bites, we are the pizza roll. We're the pizza roll of the world. Not even Italy is the pizza roll we are the Tostino's pizza roll of the globe. So of course it was going to spread here. And I actually have what is it? God, I can't even think right now. Corona. Wuhan. I have a theory on how the coronavirus actually spread so quickly. And I think it was brought here before. I don't think it originated in China. You see, I was in a YouTube hole last night, and I started with Jon Taffer Bar Rescue. You gotta love Taffer. Shut it down. Okay? Shut that down. Shut that down. Shut it down. God, if any words resonated more, shut it down. Now, Trump could go on the mic, Cuomo could go on the mic, quarantine this and that. If Jon Taffer got on every news station and through every phone, and there was an emergency Amber Alert in your phone, and it was Jon Taffer going, shut it down, we'd be in our house, because that's what we like. We like that stupid TV. And talking about that stupid TV, this is where I was going with this. I seen an episode of Dog the Bounty Hunter, his book tour, because he wrote a book. Those are our great authors of the millennium. Dog the Bounty Hunter. And when I tell you, every bookstore he went to was packed to the gills. People coming from states, places far away. There was one guy who followed him on his tour. Him and his 2 children and his wife followed Dog the Bounty Hunter on his tour, and at each stop they bought a book. They got another picture with Dog. They were talking to him. He was so uninterested in anything. He's still coming down off a coke binge from the 80s. Okay, this guy has no interest. He has he aligns with Hawaiian culture. Do you know that? Dog the Bounty Hunter aligns with Hawaiian culture. He lived in Hawaii. He says aloha to people. This is a blonde white male with blue eyes. And he goes, aloha, brother. Aloha, brother. What the fuck? And there's 3,000 people waiting for him to say aloha, brother. And then he's shaking hands and hugging, and that's where I think the coronavirus generated. From the middle of his wife's cleavage. Okay, it was a bacteria that grew in there, and it slowly spread. And what's her name, Beth? I think it's Beth. So. It's unfortunate that I know that. I'm just another corona. We're the coronavirus. The virus isn't a virus itself. The people are the virus. Okay, and the Earth's trying to get rid of the virus because we watch Dog the Bounty Hunter. She all right? We watch Dog. He don't even have a gun, and he's like squaring up with people, acting like he's tough. This is a 60-something-year-old man, ex-drug addict, completely withered down. Crazy, and people are like afraid of him. And the part I was dying laughing at was like suicidal people go to him. And by all means, do not commit suicide. But if you say Dog the Bounty Hunter stopped you from committing suicide, you may have made the wrong choice. You may have really you should have chose B, okay, and you chose A, and A was Dog. And the best is he sees these people. They come up to him, they go, I was going to commit suicide, but then I watched Dog the Bounty Hunter, and that kept me around. And he goes, I'm going to tell you now, if you kill yourself, I'll be real mad, and walks away. And they're crying like they just seen the Mother Mary.
You don't want to make them mad, though.
Like they just seen Jesus, though. It just shows where our minds are at as a nation.
Did FDR feed his own fire?
Who?
Did FDR feed his own fire?
FDR didn't feed his own fire. Couldn't walk.
Look at you.
Yeah, look at me. These are the realistic fireside chats. FDR would go and tell you that we're gonna come out victorious, and they did. You know, all praise to him. But he made it very light. You know, he could have said 15,000 guys got bullets through their foreheads at D-Day today. Arms, limbs everywhere. Death and destruction. Just ravaging the nation. But he kept everyone calm. I'm not here to keep you calm. Okay, your mom's here to keep you calm. I'm not here to keep you calm. I'm here to tell you that this bug is real. I don't know where it started. I am a conspiracy theorist. I don't get too far into that because I don't want to. Just because it's too much to talk about. I used to do it when I was in my early 20s. I would sit and talk about the rabbit holes of CEO owners. It's just not worth it anymore. It's really nuts what is happening. So this is the live broadcast. This isn't the broadcast to keep you comfortable. This is the broadcast to tell you you can't buy toilet paper. What's going on there? And who's hoarding it? Who's that concerned with bowel movements? I'm concerned about my grandmother, elder relatives, things of this nature. And we have people completely obsessed with bowel movements. And where do we turn? We go to the internet, or the internets, as my grandmother would call it, and we need to see some celebrity tell us not to cough. Did you need Idris Elba to tell you to wash your hands? Is that what it comes that way? It's like there's no common sense we grasp to just higher powers, people who you just see as better than you. Well, guess what? The virus gets anyone. They don't care, what status you are.
It's the invisible cause of our generation's world war.
You ain't kidding. You ain't kidding. How you doing, Mr. Pooch? We do this podcast. It's a crazy thing. Oh, she didn't even respond. That's my buddy Nick's mother. She ran right inside. Don't you see me out here talking like a psycho in my backyard? I live on 18 acres. I have a ranch house in Montana. I'm not going to show you the chain link fence where my neighbors can literally hear the vibrations of my voice through their kitchen. I've lit a couple big fires here. She didn't respond to that. I don't know if we're getting off on the best note here in Emerald Greens, but we're here. I shouldn't have gave out my location, but now that I did, I just rest assured I do have a shotgun. With multiple buckshot rounds. So if these things really boil down to it and you want to come and take my survival tabs, because I got them. You ever seen these survival tabs? Emergency food rations.
Oh, my God.
The best possible nutrition in the smallest possible volume. So the house I moved into was because my uncle died. He wrote it to me in his will. So thanks for the mortgage, Uncle Don. But he was like a doomsday prepper. So I got these. I got MREs.
Are they expired?
They are expired. They're a year expired, but I'm eating them. If shit hits the fan, you never ate nothing expired. I used to drink all the expired beer from the beverage marts. Still had a great time with it.
Try one out.
Here we go. I may go down here today, folks. This may be it. As I told you, I don't know how many episodes we have left. That tape's been on there for a while, folks. Let me first read you a little description here. Delicious, nutritious, easy to store. Compact, lightweight, life-saving food ration for any emergency. Ultra-high-calorie food tablets provide all essential vitamins and minerals, protein for strength, fat for endurance, dextrose and lactose for fast energy. Average consumption of 12 tabs per day may be decreased when other food is available and adequate amounts are quality. So when your friend dies and you and your other 4 friends decide to eat him, you only need to have 6 tabs. Or increased in times of complete starvation or physical extreme exertion. This is scaring me reading this. This container may be carried easily in a standard GI canteen pouch, which we all have. We're prepped for this. People are out buying SpaghettiOs. We don't have GI pouches. We don't have Teflon armor. We do have guns, though. It's one thing I'll say about America. Things are going to get a little fishy. Little fishy here.
You see all the gun stores nowadays?
Oh, we're stocked to the gills. And listen, if you don't go to the gun store, there's guns available. There's guns around. I don't know where they are. Visit North Troy. So this container may be carried easily in a standard GI canteen pouch. A separate plastic bag is packed under the lid so that the tabs may be removed when carried in pocket or backpack. Oh, wow, that's convenient. Let's give them a try. It's for you, Internet. It's for you. We're going to see people slowly lose their minds on the Internet, and you're seeing it right now. So this is a survival tablet. Okay? Can it be ingested anally is what I'm wondering by the shape. Just asking for a friend.
There's only one way to find out.
Okay.
Most amount of nutrients, smallest amount of density.
It's really not that bad. You know what it tastes like?
What?
Like a bad whey protein bar. The farts won't be good with this. The farts will be potent. You're gonna stay alive and you're gonna keep people away from you. That's what survival tabs are for. Oh yeah, that's not a good. Oh, the aftertaste is of feet. It is a feet jam. But I'll tell you what, that St. Archer Gold is nice. Survival tabs. Get them at your local survival store. You know where that is, right? We're all going to die, dude. We really don't have a shot. The people who have a shot... Hold on, babies. Whoa. Get on up. The people who have a shot are them people that everyone called crazy that moved to Montana. Got like 17 AR-15s. Started growing their own food, raising their own livestock. Vegans are calling them murderers. Give a vegan a chicken leg in 3 weeks. See what they do. They will gobble that shit up like anything. Okay? What are they going to start eating grass? That message is going to give me 17 DMs. Just crushing my morality. What are you going to do? By the time you try to send your third one, you're probably going to be coughing. Oh, better go eat some asparagus. Yeah, I don't know. I'm like going through these transitions where I sit and think everything's fine, and then I just imagine shooting people that come through my front door looking for food. It's getting a little wild. And this is the reason why. It wouldn't get that wild if nobody had a TV and people just went to the doctor. It wouldn't be as crazy. Will there be cases? Yes. Will there be people that die? Yes. But people die every day. I have a very good chance of dying every day on my route to work. Right? If the news hyped that up the way they hyped this up, I'd be scared to drive to work. Now they're keeping me out of work. Yeah, it is. It is some serious, crazy times. But in all seriousness, I obviously hope nobody dies. You know, I obviously hope everything goes well for everyone. If you do have symptoms, get checked out. Use your best precaution. Big shout-outs to our nurses. Okay, these are the real heroes in these times. Are you willing to wipe an ass? Ask yourself that. Would you wipe an ass? Another ass. 80-year-old ass. Have you ever seen an 80-year-old ass? I haven't. Nurses have. You ever seen a pack of genitalia on an 80-year-old? Heard it looks like a melted balloon. Okay, but I just heard that through the grapevine. But we do need to worship our nurses and doctors during this time, because these are people that run into the fire. Like, people could say what they want about police. When shit pops off, who's running towards the chaos? Who's running towards the trouble? Who's running towards the place where everyone's saying run away? Well, who's going to figure out the place you got to run to? Right now, it's the nurses and the doctors. And really, it's the nurses, because they're driving Mitsubishis. Okay, and doctors are out here in Audis, BMWs, getting sick time, all this. So shout outs to our nurses. We need to segment this one so I get some people that actually like me. I get a lot of hate. I get a lot of people that want to see me die on this show. But this is a nurse appreciation post. You're out there. You're eating dinner quick. It's 5 o'clock. You got work at 7. You got to go wipe an ass. You got to go put a breathing tube in someone's throat. You got to talk to a family that somebody's died. This is not an easy thing. If it was an easy thing, everyone would do it. And they're paid as regular workers. That's a sick part about all this shit, bro. In this country, the people who really are in the grit, the nitty gritty, somehow we convince those people that is a normal paying job. And that's kind of, all cyclical in a sense where, like, they want your head down, they want you working, and they did such a good, like, in reality, bro, nurses should be paid, they should be millionaires. You know what I mean? We have TikTokers that are millionaires. And you know what? They're dancing around and they're so happy because they're not going to die. They're good. So that's a nurse appreciation post. I think this is it. This is a fireside chat. I'm going to say goodbye to you.
Anything else you want the people to know?
I want you to know that I'm going to keep giving fireside chats, and I'm not going to provide reassurance that everything's okay. My cousin James is here, and he is, she's not going to bite you. My last dog bit the shit out of James. Right in the leg. But I need to end this podcast because he's a Patriot fan, and more important than the coronavirus is that Tom Brady is gone, folks. He's gone. He's making out with other owners. He's rubbing down other people's backs. And that's it, and that's all. This is the Fireside Chat, non-comforting end of days podcast. We hope you enjoyed it. I'm going to cook dinner tonight, may have a drink, and I'm just going to wait for that call.
But I guess I'll keep on gambling.
Minutes of Marko, folks.
Booze and lots of rambling. Oh, it's easier than just waiting around to die.